your chest.
Put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello, and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we have our dog, Shaggy, here with us today.
He's demanding love, so
Yes.
what you gonna do?
If this is your first time watching, we do record out of our house, so you'll hear dog sounds and all sorts of fun things. But Dollar Store Drive-In is a half-hour show where we watch a movie prior to the show, and then we discuss said movie and talk about it for your viewing pleasure. This week we have a special. Yeah, where's the movie, Joel?
It's in our heads. No, our friend Justin Cook, Public Relations, or Justin Cook PR, gave us a screener copy of the brand new Swissploitation film Mad Heidi that is available in some select theaters right now. As far as I can tell, it's not available to rent anywhere. It's not available to stream just yet, but it is available to see in some theaters and will be available soon. So, Since we don't have the film, we don't have a way to read the synopsis, so my lovely wife here is going to give you her own personal synopsis.
I am? All right.
That's what you usually do.
Yes.
Well,
So,
we've only had that happen one other time, so.
in a world
Twice. Wow, I feel like I'm at the theater.
where so many people are lactose intolerant, a cheese czar rules the Swiss countryside with an iron grater. He'll stop at nothing to get people to eat the cheese that he produces. And is out to create superhuman-like humanoids to do his bidding. In the meantime, a war's been raging over the cheese and lactose intolerance. Bad things happen and which anger Heidi. And she becomes Mad Heidi. The end. That was a bad synopsis, but
then Mad Heidi goes to take on the cheese czar, president of cheese, the very Swiss president, and things happen. And we won't spoil it because it is a brand new film.
Yes.
Like I said, currently available in select theaters, so we will leave out as many spoilers as possible. Wow, I mean, you did better with the last one, but I mean, it still you had some pretty clever stuff there. So I give you some kudos.
Yeah,
that was
some crudités.
You're a monster. A movie monster.
Thanks, Aguda.
Oh, see, there you go.
I don't know.
Shaggy's chasing a fly. There's a fly that came in. Apparently, it's right there. Anyway, all right. So
yeah.
I mean,
do you have information about the movie? Like, is there a trailer?
There's always a trailer. Sometimes it drives by. Sometimes it's parked. Sometimes it's a collection of clips that create a narrative that gives you a rough idea what the film's about. Sometimes vaguely, and sometimes in so much detail you don't need to see the movie. So, should we watch the trailer?
Let's watch the trailer.
Watch the trailer. We'll be right back.
Peaceful Switzerland, beautiful mountains, delicious cheese, and of course, Heidi.
Go, Peter!
I love you, baby girl.
But you've seen nothing yet.
Dear citizen, today we shall celebrate Switzerland's new order. Gentlemen, world domination to world domination.
This man has been charged with the production of illegal dairy products.
Now, the girl from the Alps is back. With with a vengeance. Get ready for action. Beautiful Swiss girls, Swiss Army katanas, and of course, fondue boarding.
I love the smell of cheese in the morning.
This is the cheesiest movie you'll ever see.
The only good cheese is fried cheese.
I'm coming for you, you fucking bastard!
She's one badass Heidi. She's Mad Heidi.
Well. Something's yodeling in my pants.
What'd you think?
That's
Was that
cheesy.
a cheesy trailer?
It's cheesy.
It was cheesy.
And surprising that, because of all that cheese, there was still no farting. Strange.
Maybe you weren't lactose intolerant.
Oh. You'd understand if you saw the film. So, I have notes. Do you have notes? You have brain notes?
I have brain notes.
You have brain notes. See, we show this every week, but I always write notes. Sometimes she writes notes. I draw little pictures. They're collected on my tablet, and so someday maybe you'll all see them if there's as a special treat. I don't know. A book, a Patreon, a collection of things.
Joelisms.
Joelisms. Somebody said that before. I don't think I have enough to say that. My boss has isms like that, like acronyms and things, but I don't know if I'm that prolific. So, Deets?
Yeah.
Oh, should we introduce them to our new friends, by the way?
Oh, who are our new friends?
These are our new friends because it's Code Orange, and if you haven't, go check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@thenewlydeads, and you can check out our Code Orange videos because currently the stores are starting to stock for Halloween, which means it's like Christmas for us. And we made a trip to the at-home that is closest to us, and at the at-home, we found this little Frankenstein skeleton, which, that is something that is important to us. And then we're just going to say the other one is the bride because, if she died, her hair would be gone anyway. And so it's a little bit of a tribute, but because we are the bride and Frank, there's the bride and Frank.
We also got a grumpkin.
We're calling that a grumpkin.
A lot of people call it a grumpkin.
Oh, do they? Mm-hmm. No. It's a grumpy pumpkin. There's two of them, but we only could find one, so we're going to have to go back and look for another. Darn it.
I wish we had both.
Problem is that if you don't save ahead of time, this can be a very hurtful to your wallet. If you're into Halloween, and for some reason I think people believe we are. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't quite understand.
I'm not sure. So anyway... So this movie is called Mad Heidi from 2022 is the actual technical release date. But like I said, it's just now currently making the rounds. 5.5 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database at this time. This is directed by two people, Johannes Hartmann and Sandro Klopfstein. This is both their first full-length feature films. They are also the writers of the film, which is also their first writing. And they have a co-writer, Gregory D. Widmer, who has one other credit to their name. There's some short films for both of them, or for all three of them, but I usually don't mention short films. I know we enjoy short films.
I love short films.
But we don't talk about them in terms of, credits.
Right.
However, we did just watch a short film on one of Laura's new finds. What is that YouTube channel called? Alter?
Alter.
Alter. And it was called... Soft Parts? No.
Which one? The one with the blob guy?
Yeah.
You liked it, didn't
Soft Parts?
you? No,
soft,
it was something. Oh, man, now you gotta make me remember.
Squishy or soft?
It was like something about it was a cabinet that put parts back together. So it was like. You keep
I shouldn't have
talking.
brought it up, but it was to me. I was impressed with the level of the CGI that they used. Because as a short film, if you try and do that, even the practical effects can be a little sketch. But for a little 11-minute short film, number one, it wasn't bad. But the CGI, especially the guy at the end that showed up at the door, was very creepy. Something to do with soft parts or something like that.
It was like whatever word
they had
cobbled together parts. Assembled.
It was
something like
soft assembly?
No, it was something like something
squishy assembly.
Parts. No, I think it was just like
we'll look it up and I'll put it here.
Maybe it was soft assembly.
I think it was soft assembly, but we'll put it here in the thing. Anyway, Gregory D. Widmar also wrote a film called Zuri Zoo. This stars Alice Lucy, who played Heidi. She only has one other credit to her name, called a film called Junction 9. Casper Van Dien, who made an appearance just a couple weeks ago on our Nightshade episode. Actually, much better in this film, in my opinion. He's also been in, as I always mention, Starship Troopers, Sleepy Hollow, which is a personal favorite of both of ours, Alita Battle Angel, which there's a sequel in the works if you like that, and something we have to add to our list here soon, Sharktopus versus Whale Wolf.
Whale Wolf!
So Casper Van Dien is making the rounds in the low-budget movies, but he actually, I gotta admit, Heidi was, I thought, Alice Lucy did a fantastic job for being, like only her second, and I think her only leading role. She did great, but Casper Van Dien really stepped up and was very well cast, I thought. So anyway, that being said, that is all I have in terms of cast and crew and things for you.
Mm-hmm. What'd you think of the movie?
It was terrible. I hated it. No. If I wrote this in my notes here, and I think this is accurate. It very much reminded me of Hobo with a Shotgun, which is like in my top 25 favorite films of all time. Helen Keller versus Night Wolves, and FDR American Badass. There's a fourth film it reminded me of, but that's my suggestion for next week, or for you to watch for your homework. But anyway, I don't know, it's not really homework. Horror work? That sounds like we're...
Horror work.
Anyway, it reminded me of those films where it was kind of a over-the-top, kind of almost absurd, not really parody per se, but revisionist tale. So like...
Humorous.
Helen Keller versus Night Wolves is a revisionist story of Helen Keller fighting werewolves. FDR American Badass is a revisionist thing about him fighting werewolves and other things. And Hobo with a Shotgun is all about a hobo who gets a shotgun and all he wants to do is mow lawns, and then he ends up fighting the plague and a bunch of other people. And so, yeah, it's Heidi who's, singing in the hills with Goat Peter, and then next thing you know, she's trying to take down the very Swiss president who is enslaving everybody and
by cheese.
Forcing them to eat his cheese, Miley cheese, something like that.
Yeah, that was his name, Miley.
Meili.
Meili. Yeah.
And so there's a lot of cheese puns.
A lot of boobs, if you like boobs in a movie.
There's boobs and butts.
And butts.
And a very close up
Speedo.
And the Speedo for Casper Van Dien, if you want to see his little Starship Trooper. You can't, but you might be able to tell.
Or his little Swiss flag.
And his very chiseled and well-groomed chesticle is in full view. So if you're into that sort of thing, that's there too. The guy that played the reason I bring Hobo with a Shotgun up. Nope, the other guy, the main bad guy.
Yeah, the little short general guy.
The general guy. He was one of the main bad. Well, he was technically the main bad guy in Hobo with a Shotgun.
Oh,
that's why I think there's some crossover, and I just realized
he kept saying Hobo with a Shotgun, Hobo with a Shotgun, Hobo with a Shotgun.
I haven't shown that to her. There's a lot on most of my favorite films she hasn't seen yet. That she hasn't already seen, but prior to that, but that are weird things she hasn't seen. So yeah, no, it was exactly what I wanted it to be. I thought it was going to be silly with some decent action, some over the top blood and guts. Some dumb jokes, some smart jokes, and I felt like if as long as it was a modern day exploitation kind of grindhouse sort of thing, I was going to be happy, and it hit all those notes, except for one.
Except for one. So I was telling my coworkers a little bit about it today.
You were?
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell them about the utterly ridiculous thing that happened at the end? If you know what I mean. Utter.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't tell people endings to things.
Well, it wasn't the ending. It's what happened when they went into the factory at the end.
Oh, right.
It
Yeah.
was
Utterly ridiculous.
Anyway, go ahead.
No, I was telling them, I was like, yeah, I get to go home and record or whatever. This is what we do. We work all day, and then we come home, and then we have a chit-chat for a half an hour with you folks.
And then we eat food and get on and chat with you folks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
watch our episode.
That's another thing. If you want to talk to us, hop on the chat. We're waiting for you.
Oh, you can talk with us while we eat our dinner.
So I was trying to explain it to them, and I was like, yeah, I watched this, like, over-the-top, ridiculously, like, comical horror film, and I said that, basically, it's, like, Nazi-ish. Oh!
What? Oh, my.
Okay.
Shaggy apparently...
I'm not paying attention to him, so he's like...
He's making sure she does.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's Nazi-ish.
Nazi-ish guy that is running Switzerland and is very upset because the world is lactose intolerant, so he's feeding everyone cheese and then subsequently sometimes makes people die from it. And they were like, what? I was like, oh yeah, there's like zombies in it.
There are.
There's
they're minimal, but they're there.
large humans.
They're large.
Yeah. There's fights, there's butts, there's
like
boobs.
gladiator sequences.
Gladiator sequences. There's wrestling matches with chicks. There's
Goat Peter.
There's Goat Peter. There's explosions. There's
Head explosion.
head explosions. Oh yeah, big head
A
explosions.
few of them.
Really good. Really good. I feel like CGI, like you were saying, like I feel like CGI was great on
There was
this.
some CGI.
There was the practical effects I felt were good. It was really bright and beautiful.
It was over the top gorgeous.
Yeah.
I was in shock because it was filmed in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Like it was actually filmed
beautiful.
in Switzerland, and I think the guys that directed are Swiss. And I mean, you couldn't get scenery like that if you weren't actually there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way you could CGI that unless you're, like, I drew a blank on his name all of a sudden.
CGI McDougal.
Tommy Wiseau. Unless you're like Tommy Wiseau and you're like there and you have a green screen and you green screen it. But even then, because that looked pretty good in the room. But
Sure.
yeah, you wouldn't have something like that.
No.
So that was actually one of that was a big high point, and it sold the movie. Like it sold the concept more.
Agreed. As soon as it opens, I was like, not what I was expecting.
It's like I'm gonna go hang out there with Goat Peter and ride a motorcycle and eat cheese.
Yeah.
So the one issue I did have with it, there was a point around the second act, right before the third act, where it just kind of slowed down a little too much, and you're kind of like, okay, you need something to happen here.
Right.
And then it picked up again till the end. But I mean, the movie's like literally like just an hour and a half on the dot. So I mean,
Yeah, I agreed. It was starting to lag a little bit in the middle, and I was starting to lose a little bit of my like initial like, oh, this is great, and then I'm like, okay,
just for a
and then it bounced back. Yeah.
But for those of you who have not seen this, if you watch it and you like it, those other three films I recommended, and the fourth one I'll have, watch them because it's note for note very, very similar.
Yeah. It was good.
I should look at my notes. What else did I have here? I knew that she was going to like it from the beginning when there is a rebellion, and one of the first things that happened that kind of starts the rebellion is one of the soldiers gets hit in the head by a piece of Swiss cheese, like a
She
block.
threw a block of cheese at his face.
And it went.
I was like, oh, it's this kind of movie.
And she's like, he hit him with cheese.
It was very good.
Gouda.
It was very
It was very Gouda. It did feel 70s, but very modern at the same time. Like they had the whistling, which I used to do in old kung fu movies and old like spaghetti westerns. I can't do it. You have to.
You're
it's
singing,
really slow.
That's what it sounded like
it
you were singing. Are you talking about?
We're gonna play Plinko on The Price Is Right, because is that the one where you climb up the mountain? No, that's not Plinko.
No, that's
Plinko's
the mountain climber one.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's like which is very like good for this because
On The
isn't
Price
that
Is
like
Right.
the Swiss Alps and stuff?
the
Aren't they
Swiss.
like climbing the Alps?
There was no Ricola joke. It also felt very sleazy, in a
Yeah.
good way.
Cheesy, sleazy.
For the 70s film, sometimes you can get bad sleazy and
Yeah.
sometimes you can get good sleazy.
They tortured people with cheese,
Yep.
melting people's faces,
There was a lot of,
face melting
they like basically waterboarded, but
with cheese.
or like hot oiled somebody, but with nacho cheese, or like queso blanco is what it kind of looked like.
It was ridiculously funny.
Oh, Heidi. And then I found out that Alice Lucy, who played Heidi, went through 2.5 weeks of combat training, and she was pretty good. Like, I could see her doing another action movie and selling it. Which, incidentally, if you believe the end of the film and they get Kickstarter money to do another one,
Yeah,
there's a sequel.
yeah. There's also lots of like ball stabbing. Ball stabbing.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Ball stabbing. Is that bad?
No,
Oh.
I was just,
I was just trying to think of like, the foo that was happening.
Oh, a little Joe
Ball
Bob action.
stabbing,
Oh.
heads rolling.
But worst. This film was entirely crowdfunded from what we could tell from the beginning. It started out talking about it, and I think some of the stories that if you go to their website for the madheidi.com, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
They have like a whole like journal little about the making of the film, which I'm sure will be on the Blu-ray, but it's fascinating. The Neutralizer, the guy that she was talking about, the big guy with the bull mask that fights gladiator style, and there's something to do with balls that happens.
It's not just that scene though. There's a
No,
whole
but
bunch of
that's
ball
one of
stabbing.
Them.
That's just one of the balls.
Reminded me of the Plague from Hobo with a Shotgun, so I think they must be a Jason Eisner fan. There was Nuns, which, fighting nuns, kind of like that show that got canceled and is being brought back. And if you go back to 70s exploitation, like Miss 45, there's nuns there. And yeah, there's a sequel, so, give a little chef's kiss there.
You liked it.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'd watch it again, like in a marathon or a double bill with any of the other movies I've mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
You liked it.
I liked it a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
It was a lot.
So,
Yeah. So, are we going to give our ratings?
I mean, is there more to say? Are we at that time already?
I don't know, because we don't want to give too much away. We want you
Yeah.
to see it. Where can they find it?
Nowhere currently. You can only find it in some select cities right now.
Mm.
It's not.
Eventually, we'll be streaming.
It will be streaming. It will be available for rent. It will be available for purchase. I will try and double check my contact from Justin, who got us the film.
Thank you, by the way.
And see, because he has a lot of things in there that are very useful for people like us who are reviewers, who are telling you about the film to get you excited to go see it. So I will check and see if there's anything in there that I can help provide you with more info. And I'm pretty sure I saw on Blu-ray.com, one of my favorite sites, that it was coming. So
If you like horror comedy, you will like this movie.
if you like horror action comedies, you will like this movie.
Yes.
If you like silly, like Zucker Brothers movies, but with more blood and guts, you'll like this movie. If you like boobs, you'll like this movie.
Yeah.
If you like sexy man chests and butts, you'll like this movie. If you have a cheese fetish.
You'll definitely like this movie.
If you're terrified of cheese, you might enjoy this movie if you like to be scared.
So on a scale of 1 to 5,
You'll find a way.
goats.
1 to 5 goats? Oh, you're going to make me sad again.
Because of Goat Peter?
Yeah, I didn't do that right, but... rest in peace.
Because of Goat Peter?
I liked him. He reminded me of Ncuti Gatwa, the new Doctor, from Doctor Who.
So, 1 to 5 goats.
1 to 5 goats. I am going to give it... If it wasn't for being a little slow, I would go a little higher, but I'm going to say 3.5.
Oh.
3.5 out of 5.
I was going to say 4.
Because I think that slowness was a little bit more than I wanted. And because of that, yeah, that
I'm
wasn't
still giving
there,
it a 4.
I would go higher.
Didn't fall asleep.
Yep.
Better than
The other
Mermaid's
movies
Curse.
that we always talk about. We give them so much press.
It was funny.
Uh-huh.
And it was entertaining. And pretty to look at.
I mean, I can't argue with any of those things, that's for sure. But I guess I'm just being a little harder because I don't know if we're ever going to see a perfect film on this show that's going to be a 5, but I got to save those 4 and 4.5s because there's going to be ones that I love all the way through. And this one is so close. Just shave off like 3 minutes of things and tighten it up a little. Would have been like even more so. Like a double chef's kiss. Is that a thing? Like...
Ew. Licking it?
Hey, chef,
So-
it's a French chef.
So if they, since they can't watch it yet,
You
what
can't
should
yet.
they watch it while they're waiting?
Well, there's the 3 films that I already recommended that are just sidebar pieces, side piece.
Sad pieces.
But the film that I'm going to recommend that is my direct, like, you should watch this. Not saying because it's better, not saying that this is bad, but just as another suggestion to
That's what
kind
I
of
said. While they're waiting to
double
watch
feature it.
the other one.
I would recommend 2016's Yoga Hosers, directed by Kevin Smith. The reasoning is you've got 2
Did not
female
expect
leads
that.
that are doing actiony type stunts.
Yep.
There's Nazi type villains. There's food
Over the top,
because
weird
they're
people. Wieners.
Nazi
sausages.
Nazi wurst. Not what they call them. Bratzis.
Bratzis.
They're bratwurst Nazis. So there's food. There's a giant creature that they have to fight at the end. There's a main bad guy that is essentially kind of like a Fjorda sort of thing. And it's over the top, kind of absurd. The only thing different is that there's music in
Is
it.
that what you said?
Yeah.
Almost sounded like you...
Fjorda.
Oh, I heard a D in there, and it sounded like you were like saying like Fjorda. What's a Fjorda? Is that like Yoda, but like Nazi?
It's like it's a car. It's a really bad car made in Germany. A Fjorda. No, Der Führer.
The Fjorda.
Hitler. Adolf. That guy. That
The
horrible,
dude.
horrible guy that nobody likes. He ruined a name for an entire everybody forever
Yeah,
and ever.
I feel bad for the Hitlers.
2 names. Hitler's and Adolf.
Did they ruin all Adolfs?
I don't know. The Coors family seemed to do okay. Adolf Coors. But
Yeah, I don't feel
I think
like
that
it
was
ruined
before.
the word. But
anyway, we're going off
Hitler's.
on a weird side tangent. We're just going to push that over there and leave those
Goodbye, Hitler.
off to the side. But yes, Yoga Hosers. I know a lot of people take issue with it because Kevin Smith,
even Kevin Smith.
no, I mean his daughter's in it. And,
No, I mean,
Lily
haven't you
Rose
heard him talk
Depp.
about it?
I mean,
Yeah, he
But-
talks about it sometimes. Like, I made yoga hosers for crying out loud. When he was
I love it.
on the weeds.
There's nothing he's made yet that I didn't care for, in some regard, except Cop Out. But it was mediocre at best. But it's not his script, and he had problems on the set, so not entirely his fault. So anyway, that's it.
What are we watching next week?
Oh yeah, via random selection, which incidentally we're coming up on another ITN week here soon. We are going to be watching
Dead Sea.
Look
You want
at
to
it.
read it?
Look at it. It looks so dead and sea-like. And unfortunately, there's somebody in it that I don't like that was in Nightshade. Speaking of Casper Van Dien, it's not Casper Van Dien.
Oh, James Duvall.
It's James Duvall.
On the front, it says it's feeding time. That
I'm
is
hungry.
a big mouthful of teeth and tongue.
I'd like feeding time, too.
There's
I
blood
think
in the
I
water,
dared it.
Joel.
Oh, there is. Oh, my.
A marine biologist reluctantly returns to the town she grew up in, only to encounter the violent paranoia that has taken over its locals as they prepare for the return of a serpentine creature said to appear every 30 years to feed. The end.
Oh, that's short.
Wow.
So we got a big snake-like thing with a lot of teeth that's hungry that's going to be eating people.
Some
and
party girls down here.
let's see. There's some
This
party
looks
girls.
like
and
it's
there's
gonna
James
be-
Duvall right there.
Terrible.
I don't have a lot of hopes for it, but
Terrible.
you never know. Could be one of those fun things like the Asylum films. Most of them.
Terrible.
And Bailey's starting to get grumpy.
Terrible.
That's Bailey, by the way. He's pretending to make the noise that creature makes, maybe.
It's from 2014.
Oh, yeah, so right around the time Shiver was 2012, so somewhere in that ballpark.
So, if they want to find us, can you tell them again where they can find us?
Yes, go to thenewlydeads.com. You can find all of the things that we make because we are artists also. I will put a couple of examples of that up here. It's got all of our social information. And we'd love for you to stop by what we have lovingly dubbed the Spooper Market. Hang out with Spoopermarket Sven. And yeah, be sure to solicit some business.
Check us out.
Check us out. We've already talked about our YouTube page. Oh yeah, if you want to contact us, contact at thenewlydeads.com. Also, if you see Justin, tell him thank you. And
yeah, we are Joel is super active on Facebook, so you can find him on there, and he's like on 1,000 groups or whatever. So
1,000?
Check him
No,
out.
like literally like a couple.
Go find him.
Tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands.
But yes, we will communicate. If you communicate with us, we will communicate back. Be sure to check us out in the chat on when the show airs. Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 Eastern, starting at 6. But the new episode at 6:30.
Yep. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time,
keep it cheap and creepy.
Bye.
Go look after your mother and sister.
Where are you going? I'm gonna finish this. Goodbye, Tom.
Mad Heidi.
Well, well, well. Something's yodeling in my pants.